That was after the Long Island Express hurricane kind of came through, wiped out a farm. Instead of rebuilding the farm, they went ahead and built the Thompson International Speedway. It is a 5/8 mile oval with 26 degrees of banking. We have a great show for you tonight. The prizes on hand for first place, iRacing gift certificate for $10, and $5 TH Designs paint. Second place is a paint from TH Designs. Third place is also a paint from TH Designs. We'll get back to the prizes in just a little bit here. We have a nice big field for you that's going to round out, and we'll run down that gridding in just a little bit. We're just going to let you kind of enjoy some of the warm-ups that these guys are going through right now, and we'll get ready for the start of the race in approximately 10 minutes here at Thompson International Raceway. All right, race fans, here we get ready to go. Drivers are just gridded up, getting ready for the start of the Thompson 150 here at the Thompson International Raceway in Connecticut. My name is George Burns. You're watching RTV live for the Saturday evening race here at the Tour Modifieds. It is a 5/8 mile oval, 26 degrees of banking. These drivers are racing for a nice purse right here as they're doing the pace lap. Right now, you're going to want to check out thdesigns.webs.com. TH Designs is an iRacing paint shop. Head on over to thdesigns.webs.com. Submit a form and get your custom paint, logo, or suit and helmet. Paints are $10. Logos, suits, and helmets are $5. Hey, but for any driver who enters the race right here this evening, these drivers can get both a paint and a logo for $10, which is just like getting a free logo. Of course, this race is also sponsored by RTV and Outdoor Partners at www.oplms.com. That's Outdoor Partners. Make sure you go ahead on over there, and you can get 40% off of a 2011 or 2012 third week of October bow hunt. It's a $635 value, so don't miss out. Go on over there and check them out. You can also contact Gary Holbrook, which would be GaryRed71, that's all one, GaryRed71 at Comcast.net. And like I said, the website's going to be www.oplms.com, and that's Outdoor Partners right here helping sponsor this evening's race. Getting ready to go green right here as the drivers take the green flag, and they're off to a nice start. Not sure why we're showing that we're under caution, but we are not under caution, folks. We are under a race condition right now. Some technical difficulties here. We do apologize for that. Got some great racing going on up front. I'm sorry, we do apologize for technical difficulties. Bring it back up with a live picture there now that we have the technical difficulties fixed out. definitely apologize for that. Couldn't get the feed up on the RTV link this evening. Not sure what was going on with that. Some more technical difficulties there, trying to get things done for Robbie Johnson. Our thoughts go out with him and his family after the pretty devastating house fire that they had. Luckily, nobody got hurt there, so we're trying to get RTV back up on the air. Watching Brendan Salvatore kind of go through the field right there, coming out of turn 4. He's about 2 seconds or about 4 car lengths off and in front of the second place car right there. Seems like they're running awful smooth right now. Not really any problems. They kind of bunched up a little bit at the start. Top 4 cars are pretty single file. They're spread out over about 2 seconds or so. Trying to look back through the field to see what's going on. We don't really see a lot of heavy and hot racing right there. Most of the action is right up front at this time. Oh, we're going to have some smoke showing off of turn 4 there, getting some wheel spin there as they're going through it. Nobody piles up. We're still in green on lap 15 of 150 here at the Thompson International Raceway. Got some nice side-by-side racing there between the number 98 of Levi Poland, and I believe it might have been the 5 there of Trent Moriarty. As the 5 starts to look underneath of the 98, they're 2x2 there with the 44 and the 17 in front of them. All running a nice line there as they go down into turn number 2 there. The 98's looking to go 3 wide in the middle, decides not to. He kind of backs it out, and they're still 2x2. There we go. The number 41 is up into the wall a little bit, saves it, not too much damage, some tire scuff there. The number 98's got a great run there, gains a couple of positions. Looks like his car is definitely hooked up. Levi Poland's car is definitely hooked up there as we kind of take another look through some of the fields here. Watching number 64 of Robert Run there. He had a little run on the 27. Run's kind of pushing him up a little bit. He's got a great line. The car's kind of bottom out. You can see some of the sparks coming off the back of these cars here at Thompson International Raceway there as we're watching the 64 with his sparks. We'll see if we can't call up a better picture of that. Probably not the best picture there. Actually, the other side angle gave you a good view there, but we'll see some racing going on. Oh, we're going to have a spin and a wreck off of turn 3 and 4 there. The 98 goes around. A couple other guys are involved. See if we can't wind up a replay right there and kind of see what happened to the 98 of Levi Poland there. They kind of went into the turn, were a little side by side, and couldn't quite get it done. Here we go. It's watching him go down the turn number 3. The 98 just breaks loose, gets a little sideways. The 5 catches him in the side of the door there on that roll bar and just kind of goes down. Doesn't look like a lot of damage to these cars, but it'll definitely be interesting on how this plays out. A couple of their cars spun out down into the pits. So we're under caution on lap 22 of 150 here at the Thompson International Raceway. We'll kind of bring it back up front to the leaders here. You got a bunch of guys pitting there. You can see the 72 is in of Ray Farlow. I believe that's the 41 of Clifton Cottrell. The 98 stayed out to get his lap back, and he'll probably come through the pits this time. So some early on pit action there as we're watching the 30. The leader right now, Brendan Salvatore, come off of pit road, head down the backstretch off into turn number 3 right there. We have actually Levi Poland as your leader, but he did not pit. You'll see the standings start to switch up there a little bit here on lap 23 as the 30 pulls up on the pace car this time. Some really good racing right now that's going on at the Thompson International Raceway. We can run down some of the drivers right now. The number 30 of Brendan Salvatore is the G&G Precision Wide Open Racing Team. Another partner of him in the Wide Open Racing Team will be Troy Talman, and he's sporting the old blue tribute car there for Wide Open Racing. Also out of Eastern Canada for the Eastern Canadian Club from Wide Open Racing is Kevin Walker, and he's in the 93. Another member of the Wide Open Racing Club is driving the aggressive hydraulics. Menard's Wide Open Racing would be Mitch Miller there in the number 7 there. Mitch is the host of this evening's race, so we send that out to Mitch and thank him. The Thompson 150, like I said, is being brought to you by TH Designs, RTV, and Outdoor Partners. You can check them out at rtelevision.net for RTV. Outdoor Partners would be www.oplms.com. That's Outdoor Partners right there. And TH Designs, you can go find them at thdesignsalone.webs.com. Go check out these fine sponsors of iRacing. iRacing is a great computer, or I say computer simulator. It's a great racing simulator. You got everything from the sprint cars down to the nationwide cars. You got the Indy cars that are out there running. The tracks are laser scanned to within millimeters of the actual bumps and grooves out on the track. You got the Tour Modifieds here. You got a sprint car. You got a Silver Crown car. You got the Ford Mustang Roadster. Get ready to go green. Pace car takes its hard left turn off down onto pit road. The number 30 and the 3 are lined up. That's Troy Talman on the outside. Troy Talman gets a great run, takes the lead from the number 30 of Salvatore down in the turn 1. The 30 drifts up a little high. He's kind of breaking just a little loose there, gathers it up and continues on. So a great run on the outside there for the number 3 of Troy Talman. And now Brandon Salvatore is finding himself chasing early on this evening. Green flag on lap number 26 of 150 right here. Awesome start there by Talman. That was just absolutely phenomenal. Look back there out of looking back from the leader there as you're seeing Salvatore try to catch him. You can kind of see some of the different lines that these Tour Modifieds will run there. They're offset a little bit. You're seeing that the Salvatore is running just a little bit lower line, but drifts it up high, and your leader right there in the number 3, he kind of takes that middle line, doesn't drift it up so high going off, so I'm kind of guessing he's not showing as much tire wear over a long run there. Kind of single file back through the field right now. Not too much hard racing going on. Well, it's all hard racing, but not too much side-by-side racing going on. Taking a look at number 7, Mitch Miller right there. It's kind of coming through. He's got a lot of traffic in front of him and behind him. The number 5 of Trenton Moriarty is behind him, trying to track him down. So that's about the closest racing we got right now throughout the field. Levi Poland in number 98 is showing himself in 10th place. He was involved in that first caution, that early on caution right there. Taking a look at his car. Not much going on with him. He's kind of running around pretty much free right now. Not a lot of action around him. He's got about a 4-car length lead over the gentleman behind him there, and they're about I want to say a little less than a half a lap off the not off the pace, but they're off that first lead pack right there. So Levi Poland is trying to track down that lead pack. Lap 32 of 150 here at the Thompson International Raceway, situated in Connecticut. A lot of racing that's been going on here since 1940 on this 26-degree banked oval. A lot of Tour Modifieds, sprint cars running around this speedway, along with a bunch of other things. Just great racing. It's always great racing that's provided here, not only by these Tour Modifieds, but by anything else that runs here. Right now we got a lot of single-file racing. Field spread out just a little bit. Talman in the number 3 is showing in first. Salvatore in the 30 is in second place. He was our leader early on. Got passed by the number 3 on the outside. Farlow in the number 72 is third. Mitch Miller in the 7 is fourth. Trent Moriarty in the number 5 is fifth. 6th is the number 93 of Kevin Walker. 7th is the number 44 of John Holbrook is in the number 71, and that would be the Outdoor Partners gentlemen there. You want to check them out. 9th place is Rund. Levi Poland is still holding out in 10th place in the number 98. Cars are still running single file right now. A lot of laps left. We're only on lap 36 of 150. It's just showing a lot of patience right here by these drivers. A bunch of different lines that we're seeing. We're kind of starting to see some guys get maybe a little bit of a run on different cars, showing an awful lot of patience. that being provided here in the number 7 of Mitch Miller, starting to drift just a little bit high there, kind of giving the number 5 a little bit of a run on him going into the turn, and number 5 is driven by Trent Moriarty. Number 5 breaks loose just a little bit there, spins the back tires, get a little smoke off of him coming out of turn 4 as he settles it back down. You're seeing that car drag just a little bit. He's Miller right now. He's got about a 2-car length. Miller's got about a 2-car length lead over Moriarty there. Moriarty will kind of close it up just a little bit, and then Mitch just kind of opens it up. So they're just kind of playing back and forth there just a little bit. Right there, that's the cockpit of Moriarty, and the number 5 just trying to chase down that number 7 of Mitch Miller. You can see he's got about a 4-car length lead. Miller does over. Miller slides up high. We're going to see Moriarty try to take the low line to get out of there, but he slips a little, has to correct the wheel, gets back into it to go down the front stretch there. So you see Moriarty get a little bit of a run going into the corner, but he's got such a run that he breaks loose. But now it looks like Moriarty's having a hard time getting out of the corners. Not only out of the corners, but he seems to be pushing up in the middle of the corners. So it looks like, I'm sorry, not Moriarty, but Mitch Miller is pushing up in the middle of the corners. Can't get a run off, where Moriarty's getting a great run in. He is able to cut it down in the middle of the corner and get a run off, but now Mitch Miller's kind of got it settled back down. So kind of some interesting happenings that are going on there. Looking through turn 1 and 2 there as they come, kind of gives you a little bit of a sense of how they're running. That's coming down the front stretch right there, folks. They go right out to the walls. They come out of 4. Oh, we got a car up in the wall in the back stretch, or I'm sorry, in turn 4. It's going to bring out caution on lap number 42 of 150. We'll see if we can't wind up what happened there. Not quite able to get the replay wound up for you. I apologize for that. We're going to see one more time if we can kind of grab it there. A little something going on with the replay camera. We'll see if we can't find that in just a little bit. Okay, lap 44 of 150. Caution comes out. Field's starting to catch up to itself right there. You're going to see some pit stops that are going to be happening. You're watching RTV Live, not the normal production crew that's here. It's just myself. It's just myself, George Burns, here in the booth doing the production for rtelevision.net. You can check it out on rtelevision.net, and the feed will be right there on the homepage. We had to move it off of the Sim Racing RTV channel. Couldn't get that quite to come up, so we apologize there. Hope everybody found us. We tried to send out as many notices as possible. Okay, seen a bunch of cars coming in. Right there's number 7 of Mitch Miller. The 72, the 3 is in. That's Troy Talman in the 3 there. Gonna watch these guys do their pits as you see the 30 come in also. The 30 is driven by Brandon Salvatore. The 5 stayed out, Trent Moriarty. I'm sorry, he may have came in there. We weren't quite paying attention to who was doing what with the pit stops there. I'm sure they're taking tires just as they have before. 98 gets the wave around there, so he'll catch up and get one of his laps back. So right there, number 5, Trent Moriarty is the leader, followed by Brandon Salvatore in the number 30. Mitch Miller in the number 7 is third. Fourth is the number 72 of Farlow. Fifth is the number 44 of John. Sixth is the number 93 of Walker. Seventh is the number 71 of Holbrook. Eighth is the number 3 of Talman. Ninth is the number 98 of Levi Poland. 10th is number 64 of Rund. 11th is number 41 of Cottrell. 12th is the number 27 of Robbie, and that rounds out your top 12 right here at the Thompson International Speedway. Looks like number 5 of Moriarty is coming in for a pit. He kind of came low there. Nope, not quite. Nope, I'm sorry, folks. It looked like to me he was going to kind of come in and serve a pit stop there. Okay, lights are still on the pace car. Going through turns 1 and 2 right there. the leader in tow. They're still single file here. When they get the one to go, they will line up double file. The number 30 is on the outside there. That'll be Brandon Salvatore. Let's see how he can do with the start on the outside this time. He was beat by Troy Talman in the number 3 on our first restart. We're going to be going green. Green flag was waved off. We'll be going green this time by 49 of 150 right now. They're starting to line up side by side. You're seeing some guys get the wave around there and get caught back up to the pack. Your leader is the 5 of Moriarty, followed by the 30 of Salvatore on the outside. We'll see how they get this restart done right here. Lap 50 of 150, 100 laps left there. Green flag is coming out. They're coming out of 4 right there, 2 by 2, all the way back through the pack for the 12 cars that are on the track. Still number 5 gets a great jump on the start. It's going to head off, holds the lead down into turn 1. The 30 is being pushed up high by the 7 of Mitch Miller. Mitch Miller's looking low on the 30, but no, the 30 has a great run off of turn 2, going on backstretch. He is on the inside of the 5, pushes the 5 high. They almost make contact. The 30 breaks a little loose, gathers it up, and continues on. Salvatore and Moriarty are running side by side there each lap now on this restart. Lap 52 of 150 here at the Thompson 150. Now Moriarty kind of gets it gathered up, straightened out, and he jumps out to about a 2-car length lead there. Gets a little smoke off the rear tires as Salvatore tries to catch them there going down the front stretch. Into turn 1, Salvatore can't quite catch him. Mitch Miller settling for 3rd right now in the number 7. Oh, smoke off the number 5 again. That's your leader right there. He's just really running that down into turn 3 really hard, cutting it sideways and hoping that it sticks there and not to open up a lane for Salvatore. Salvatore's getting a great run in, but can't quite complete the pass right there. Looking at the cockpit of your leader, that's how he's running down. That's how close they come to the wall. He goes down into turn 1, has to cut a hard left, gathers it up, just about turns the wheel straight, maybe a little bit back to the right to counteract that, and continues on. There's the sparks coming off the back of the car, and you can see Salvatore right there, just a little bit out of the frame shot, how close he is running. There's a great shot of our leader and how much his suspension's moving up and down on the, that'll be the left front there. He's starting to come up to some lap traffic. See how they deal with this lap traffic in just a second. Salvatore's really giving him a run for his money now. The 5 is doing everything he can to hold off Salvatore. Salvatore's got a great run low. Can't quite get up. He gets up underneath him just a little bit, but can't quite make it. Completing lap 58 of 150. Salvatore's looking a little low again there. Not able to get underneath him. The 5 just has a great run off of the turn to end up holding him off. Seen the 30 just break a little loose there. Lap traffic's holding his own up front, trying to stay off. But Salvatore just gives it. Oh, he just gets a little contact there, maybe a little neck coating, but sends the 5 a little sideways. Come out of turn number 2. Can't quite get underneath him there. Now he's looking again, almost up to his bumper. He's way low down on the yellow line. The car breaks free for Salvatore, and the 5 takes off once again. Awesome racing going on up front for the lead. Lap 60 of 150 here at the Thompson International Raceway. This is an awesome show that's going on. Wondering what the rest of the pack is thinking right now about these leaders running so hard up front so early. Are they maybe saving the tires? Are they maybe playing some pit strategy? It's just going to be interesting on what they end up trying to do. You see the top 4 cars are spread out just a little bit. Salvatore and your leader Moriarty right there are running really hard for that lead. Other than that, they're pretty much within a car length of each other. They seem like they're sucking up a little bit or getting a great run in, but they cannot hold that run going through. You see the leader and Salvatore go down the backstretch there. Moriarty just kind of cuts a hard left down into the turn right there and takes right off. So just an awesome run off now, as we're going to see Salvatore get a great run underneath. They're side by side going out of the turn. The 5 gets a little loose up into the wall. We have a lead change. That'll be Salvatore, Brandon Salvatore for the lead in the number 30. The number 5 is losing 2 spots. Number 44 is looking low on the 5 again. Now he's lost 3 spots. The 72 is now looking low. 72 is Ray Farlow there, and he'll lose yet another spot. So the 5 gets up into the wall a little bit. The 30 of Brandon Salvatore takes off with the lead. He has a nice lead right now, sitting pretty comfortable right there with not a lot of pressure whatsoever. Mitch Miller takes over the 2nd spot, followed by the number 44 of John, and they are definitely a little farther back behind the leader, lap 66 of 150 here at the Thompson International Raceway. You're watching RTV. My name is George Burns. Hey, you know what? Robbie Johnson had some problems, folks. Our normal RTV owner and producer does it all himself there. We're just the hired talent, and so we're trying to step up, help him out. We got some help from NEOSCA. That'd be the New England Online Stock Car Association. Check them out at neosca.org. We got some help from the Schenectady Permanent Firefighters Association. We're trying to put together some other stuff to maybe help Robbie out. You want to send him a donation or something to get him and his family through this time, just go on over to the rtelevision.net site and just go ahead and send in a donation. Click on the link or send us an email, and we will make sure it gets right to him. Any proceeds of any races that we do for Robbie while he's going through his difficulty of getting back up and running, getting his karting back on, and racing for himself and everything will be donated to Robbie. So hey, if you want to race broadcast, we'll give you a really low cut rate deal, and it's just looking for some donations for Robbie Johnston and his family. We would definitely appreciate it. I know Schenectady firefighters have stepped up, sending Robbie a nice little donation there to kind of help him out, and the NEOSCA guys are trying to help him out there too. So a lot of volunteers stepping up, and that's what iRacing's all about for maybe someone that's not an iRacing member, doesn't know a lot about it. There's a lot more that goes on to iRacing than these guys just getting behind the cockpit of a simulator. There's leagues, there's friendships, there's guys hooking up to go to real live races, there's charity events. It's just an awesome community, and they really do come together. Of course, the tempers do get heated out on the track, but hey, that's what racing is all about. You want to get out there and you want to go for the win. And speaking of some great sponsors, TH Designs has stepped up and provided some nice gifts for this evening for these winners, along with Outdoor Partners. And our television, of course, has donated this broadcast as best of a broadcast that we can call it. Okay, so right now we're on lap 74 of 150 of the Thompson 150 here. We are watching the Tour Modifieds fly around this track. Doing an awesome job this evening. Right now, your leader, I'm sorry, excuse me, folks. Your leader has been Salvatore. He had been snookered once on a restart on the outside of the number 3 of Troy Talman. Fell back just a little bit there. Caution came out again, and this time he was on the outside. Seems like the outside lane is the place to be for the restarts. Ended up going for it. He is now in the lead by quite a bit there. I'm going to say he's got about a 6-car length lead over the number 7 of Mitch Miller. Mitch Miller was running in 3rd. Trent Moriarty, I'm sorry, was actually your leader. The 30 got up underneath him. The 5 went up into the wall there a little bit, and everybody took advantage of that. He lost a bunch of spots, has fallen back to, I believe he's in 6th spot right now. Yes, he's in 6th spot right there, falling in the second pack of 3 cars that are tight racing. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of damage to number 5. Breaks a little loose going down the backstretch, gathers it up, gets off into turn 3, and now he is being pressured by the 98 of Poland. Poland's looking on the outside. Not quite there. He's got about 3 car lengths to make up to get to the 5's bumper there as they slide off into turn 1 and 2 here at this 5/8 mile oval. Awesome race, just 2 cautions over 79 laps of 150 this evening. Glad to have you along and watching this great racing. Back up front with our leader right there, Salvatore running a nice line coming out. Mitch Miller can't quite do anything with him, but he is in position in case the 30 slips up. But the 30 is running an awful consistent line, just kind of throws it down into the corner, lets it slide up out of the corner there as they're coming up on some lap traffic. Lap traffic stays low for them without a problem at all, which is the way it should be there. And get back to the line the 30's run. He kind of throws it down into the corner. It's sliding up in the middle just a little bit like you expect these cars to do, and then it's pointed right down the backstretch. So he is running a great line. Obviously has done his homework for this evening, getting the setup dialed in along with the line and the consistency. To win these things, it's you don't have to have the fastest car out there, but you have to be probably the most consistent. If you can run consistent lap times, sometimes slower is faster because the fast guys just burn off their tires here on iRacing. Hey, you want to know a little more about iRacing? You can check out iRacing.com. That's iRacing.com, just like iPods, iRacing.com. You can go check it out. They'll provide all the information right there on the homepage with the links and everything else that you would need maybe to get involved in iRacing and check it out. They got a nice little promotion that goes on. I believe right now you can get, I think it's 3 months for the price of 1. I'm not quite sure what the monthly price is right now. The service runs about $100 a year. Actually, that's the base price, but there's deals all the time. There's kind of give backs. The more you race for iRacing, the more you get back. You can pretty much make your cost of service pretty low. Right now, caution's out on lap 83 of 150. Everybody's coming to pit road right there. Mitch Miller, Moriar, everybody's coming to pit road. Not quite sure what happened with the caution. We'll see if we can't find out. Maybe just some debris on the track. Didn't really see anybody go around. Looks like the 7 might have blew through his pits a little bit there, but just kind of backed up. The number 3, we pull up in the back of the pace car right there, and that's Troy Talman. He gets to go around the pace car. Gets away by. The number 64 is also shown pulling up and going. No, he's pulling up behind the pace car. That's Robert Rund right there. Can't quite find what brought out the caution, so maybe the race controllers threw a caution there. Get the field gathered back up. One of those racing cautions that we so often see in the real live deal. See what happens here as the field shakes out. About 2/3 of the way through the race this evening. Thompson International Raceway, situated in Connecticut. Showing John in first, and that would be the number 44 of John Gerald. Oh, I'm sorry, Gerald John. My fault. You can see the number 41 come in the pit. That's Clifton Cottrell. The number 41 of Clifton Cottrell, I do not. Oh, yes, I do. I do have. That's the Budget Auto Cliniques. Clifton Cottrell is running the Budget Auto Cliniques right there. He comes in, gets his pit service. That's number 44 right there, running behind the pace car. That's Gerald John. He's the Bass Pro Shops Untamed Motorsports team, running around in first place right there. He may not have pitted. We'll be going green in just a moment here. They'll start to line up, and I'm sorry, Brendan Salvatore's gonna. I believe Brendan Salvatore is going to be your leader here. Salvatore is lining up on the outside. The number 44 is lining up on the inside there. He'll be your leader, Gerald John. Brandon Salvatore is on the outside. We'll see how this restart goes. Salvatore got a great restart the last time on the outside. Missed the green flag there. I do apologize for that, folks. Lap 89 of 150 under green flag conditions. Again, Brendan Salvatore is your leader. All single file going around the track right now. We have Salvatore leading this pack by about 7 car lengths over Levi Poland. Levi Poland was involved in the first caution. They brought the first caution this evening there. Got around underneath the number 5 there. Number 93 of a Walker is in 3rd spot. Mitch Miller falls back to 4th. Gerald John, who was leading this race at the restart, is back to 5th. Farlow in the 72 is 6th. Cottrell in the number 41 is 7th. 8th is Talman. Moriarty, early on leader there, found himself in the wall coming out of turn 2. Driving the number 5 is in 9th. Rund in the number 64 is 10th. In the 11th spot is Holbrook. In the 12th spot is Robbie right now. 12 cars on the track running around here. Up to speed, 93 laps of 150. Just about coming up on the 2/3 mark of this race. We're seeing Poland try to catch the leader, Salvatore, there. Cars are still bottoming out going around the track. I love the way they scrape. I love the effects that kind of come off of the track right there as they do that. Watching number 44 of Gerald John led a couple laps right just a little bit ago there. He is leading the 3 of Troy Talman, who got a great restart early on in this race and was unable to maintain the lead there now as we're completing lap number 96 of 150. Right there you see Poland trying to track down Salvatore coming out of turn 2. They can't quite get it done. They are running off hard coming up on some lap traffic. We'll see how they handle this, but 1, 2, 3, 4 are all single file. About 5, maybe the leader is about a 5 to 6 car length lead over the 2nd place spot. The 2nd place spot of Levi Poland has about a 4 car length lead over the 3rd place spot. The 3rd place spot is trying to cut into that right now. Lap traffic's being passed without a problem. He's down low on the apron letting the leaders go by with no issues whatsoever. The 93 of Kevin Walker is in the 3rd spot, trying to chase down Levi Poland. Levi Poland slips up high, opens the door for Walker, slips again coming off the turn. Walker closes it to win 2 car lengths of Poland. Walker is looking low again on Poland. Can't quite get to his bumper, but cuts the lead down to 1 for 2nd place. Hot race going on for 2nd place right now. You see just how much he was closing it up. Looks like Poland's kind of got it more stabilized now, and he is running a pretty decent speed coming off again. Walker is doing everything he can here on lap 102 to get by Poland. Looking low, just about to his bumper. Poland sliding a little bit coming off the turn, giving it all he can. The leader of Salvatore is taking off just a little bit there, opening up to about a 10 to 12 car length lead over the 2nd and 3rd place spot. But this is the race, the hottest race on the track right now, folks, at the Thompson 150, the Thompson International Raceway. It is between Levi Poland and Kevin Walker. Poland in the 98, Walker in the 93, chasing each other down. This is great racing. Walker will close it up to about a car length or just about off of Poland's bumper, but then Poland takes off coming out of the turns just to get it done there. Poland out of the New England club out front, driving for Out Front Incorporated, just running a great race. The 93 of Kevin Walker is out of the Eastern Canadian wide open racing. Seeing Mitch Miller in there now. Mitch Miller just came up out of no place and made that pass on Walker there. I'm sorry, I was looking down at the sheet, didn't even see it myself, so there it goes for trying to do the producing and the broadcasting. I just don't have the attention span, folks, so I do apologize for that. Looks like Mitch Miller has that car running in for second place right now, trying to gather it up, coming out of turn number 4, chasing down Levi Poland right now, and it looks like that's where the race is going to be. So second, third, and fourth is all separated by about 4 car lengths. The number 7 of Mitch Miller is trying to chase down Levi Poland. He's made a great run to get up to him, but can't quite get to his bumper to make this pass. Salvatore's still holding about maybe a 15 to 16 car length lead right now over Levi Poland in second place. Mitch Miller's in third, and Kevin Walker's in fourth. And just see how close they're running coming out of turn 2 down the backstretch. Mitch Miller's doing everything he can to get that car down on the low side. Levi Poland shows a little smoke coming off the tires going through 3 and 4.
User disconnected from your channel.
Mitch Miller right now just unable to do anything with the second place of Levi Poland. Take a look at Levi Poland here and just kind of see how he's running compared to those guys. He goes in awful high. He rides it in really hard. You can see the rubber building up on the outside of the track. Mitch Miller gets a great run to get up underneath him, but can't quite complete it or continue on through with it at enough speed to get up underneath Poland. But they are hanging tough with him right now. But Poland, it seems to be the man to beat for second place, while Salvatore's out to the races for third place. Looking back in the pack, there's not much more racing going on. Fourth and fifth are a little close to each other, but not like these guys up front are. Right there's your leader, Ben Salvatore, opening up about 3/4 of the front stretch, or 3/4 of the straightaway over the 98 of Levi Poland. Levi Poland is holding on to second place by about 2 to 3 car lengths over the third place, number 7 of Mitch Miller. Mitch Miller's getting a little pressure from the 93 right there. So 93 is looking high on him, looking low, trying to do anything he can to get by him. Lap 116 of 150. This race is starting to get to its closing laps. These guys are here for the duration. I don't see any green flag pit stops coming up anytime soon. So we'll see who can hold out. Mitch Miller gets a run on the 98 of Poland. Gets a little loose, breaks loose, smoke off the tires. He's down below the yellow line, unable to complete the pass. The 93 of Walker had to back off there. Levi Poland gets a little loose coming out of that turn, but he's got about a 6 car length lead over the 7 of Mitch Miller. And they settle back out second, third, and fourth between Levi Poland, Mitch Miller, and Ken Walker. Okay, racing seems to have settled out once again here. Lap 119 of 150, getting down into the closing laps. Mitch Miller's looking like he's trying to take a run on Levi Poland once again. He gets just about there, but he can't quite get up underneath him. When he does, he just breaks loose a little bit. This is the most exciting race going on the track right now. Looking up front at your leader, this is what he's seeing. Pretty much I'm sorry, pretty much nothing there as he goes down the turn 3 and 4. Salvatore has a 4-second lead over Lee Poland, but from Poland to Miller to Walker is only a third of a second. It's only 0.3 of a second, folks. So it's awesome racing going on back for second, third, and fourth. As you're seeing Mitch Miller now look low in the 98. He gets a ball. He gets his wheel up underneath him. Hangs it low down below the yellow line. That's where he's running out of steam. The car just can't complete the pass down there. He just has to scrub off too much speed to continue on and get straight. Walker is not taking advantage of that. I think he might want to slip up to the high side there. Mitch Miller looks low again on Levi Poland. Poland's holding that high side, keeping Mitch Miller down there. Let's see how Mitch Miller handles this going down into turn 1 and 2. Does not look low this time. Decides to follow the 98 of Poland through. Poland breaks a little loose there, but loose is fast. Now Mitch Miller's pulling over to the left. Is he coming in pit? No, he gives up a spot to Kevin Walker. Kevin Walker takes over the third spot. Mitch Miller now falls up the fourth spot. Maybe he's used a little bit of that car up. Mitch Miller is falling way off the that pack right now. Can't quite get it down on the turns. Lap 126 of 150. The leaders took lap 126 right now, folks. So maybe Mitch Miller's just kind of cooling off his tires, looking for another run. Some lap traffic, that would be the number 64 of Robert Run. That just pulls over and lets Levi Poland and the 93 of Kevin Walker by. They get by him easily. Mitch Miller is coming up on the lap traffic now, but Walker is trying to run down the second place car of Levi Poland. Poland involved in that first caution that came out. Not a lot of damage. Got the car fixed and back out there. And he's making the most of it. You're watching RTV. Check out ourtelevision.net to get any races broadcasted that you would like. We do it live. We have other production crews. I am definitely not the best here, and so we do apologize for some of the glitches and the technical difficulties, but we can get you a crack production crew with Robbie Johnston when he comes back up. He suffered a house fire. He's kind of off the air right now, not racing, not doing anything, trying to get his life back together and back on par. So we're just trying to fill in and get anything we can on the air to maybe raise some money for Robbie Johnston. So hey, you know what? You want to broadcast, we're not doing something on a night, we'll get your race on the air and we'll give you a great deal. Just go ahead and contact ourtelevision.net. Go over to the site, take a look at it, and there's some links for some contacts there, and we'll work within just about anybody's budget. All the money goes right to Robbie Johnston and his family to get him back up and running. We've had some great help from the Schenectady Permanent Firefighters Association, from the New England Online Stock Car Association. We got Travis Lockoff also doing some productions there. Was unable to make it tonight. Got Rob Hittman from the OSCA doing some productions also. Got myself announcing, along with Bill Kerwin, David Forsch, and a bunch of other great announcers out there to try to raise some money. You're watching the Thompson 150, lap 133 of 150, winding down to the closing laps here. Right there, that is the number 98 of Levi Poland running in second place. We've been watching him for some time, alongside the, right in front of the 93 of Kevin Walker. Kevin Walker's trying to chase him down. Got by Mitch Miller, who was running back in, Mitch Miller was in third. Got passed by the 93. Looks like Mitch Miller just kind of rolled out of it and maybe used up some of his car right there. You're seeing some cars that are parking it for the evening there. Decided that they were trying to call it a night. Looking at the number 41 of Clifton Cottrell right there, being passed by your leader, Brendan Salvatore. Cottrell is several laps, or is on the tail end of the lead lap, I believe. Not quite sure. They're kind of racing clean right there. Salvatore has nothing to get by him for. That's number 3 right there parked. Troy Talman decided to call it a evening there. The number 52 is of Matt Nolson is also parked. And the number 44 of Gerald John is out there running, led a few laps there, getting ready to get passed by the number 72 of Ray Farlow. So all these cars just going to run in this race out right now while we go back to look at the leader, the number 30 of Brendan Salvatore. I'm hoping I'm getting that right, Salvatore. He's off to a nice, comfortable lead. There's no way he's going to lose this unless he loses it for himself. Followed by the number 98 of Levi Poland and the 93 of Kevin Walker right there. Mitch Miller is still on the track, showing in 4th place, I believe. Mitch is getting it done tonight. He's had a great race.
User joined your channel.
Kevin Walker's looking for that 2nd place right now. He's starting to get the car wound up. These tour modifieds here. 10 laps to go, folks. See if he can get it done. Salvatore's off to the races with the number 1 spot. The 98 of Levi Poland is in 2nd. Breaks a little loose there as Kevin Walker hangs it in there low. Breaks it a little loose going into turn 3. Tries to cut it down. He's doing everything he can. He's gaining a little bit on the 98. 98 has a good run down into turn 2. The 93 of Kevin Walker is doing everything again. You see smoke coming off the tires. Gets up just underneath, just about underneath the 98. These two are having a great race here for 2nd. This is going to be the race to watch. 8 laps to go, folks, here at the Thompson International Speedway. The Thompson 150 presented by rtelevision.net, Outdoor Partners, and TH Designs. Go check out thdesignz.webs.com for all your paint needs for iRacing. Paints are just $10. Logo suits and helmets are $5. Check out Outdoor Partners at www.oplms.com. And make sure when you tune into the race here, you will become eligible for 40% off of a 2011 or 2012 in the 3rd week of October bow hunt. It's a $635 value, so don't miss out. You can go ahead and contact Gary Holbrook at GaryRed71@Comcast.net. Okay, 5 laps to go in this race. Brendan Salvatore is your leader. The 98 of Levi Poland is in 2nd, being chased down and hounded by the 93 of Kevin Walker. Kevin Walker not quite able to get up there and make that pass, but he keeps looking low on him. We'll see with 4 laps to go if he can get it done. Meanwhile, Brendan Salvatore is out to the win on this, just kind of cruising comfortable with a huge lead over the 98 of Levi Poland. Right there, the 93 of Kevin Walker's looking low going in. White gets to his bumper. He's still looking low coming out of turn 2. Falls back just down below him. Going down into turn 3, he follows him up the banking. Follows him out of the turn. He's coming out of the turn just a little bit low. 2 to go that time by, folks, at the Thompson 150. It was 150 laps of great racing here. The 98 is down the backstretch in 2nd place. That would be Levi Poland, followed by the 93 of Kevin Walker. Walker's looking low to give him one last-ditch effort. Leader has taken the white flag. 1 lap to go this time by the leader. Brendan Salvatore is going to win this, but this is for 2nd place right here, folks. It looks like 98 of Levi Poland's taking a little bit of lead over Kevin Walker. And right there, Brendan Salvatore, congratulations on the win. That would be your race winner right there. And I'm sorry, it's coming up as Levi Poland, but it is not Levi Poland. It is Brendan Salvatore. There we go. We got it right. Brendan Salvatore pulls down to the stripe. Gets ready to do his customary oval burnouts. Congratulations to Brandon Salvatore. It was a great race that he ran there. Had some problems, and I'm sorry, Levi Poland had some problems there. Salvatore just had some great restarts. That last restart on the outside was awesome for him, so congratulations to him right there. Finishing in second place will be the number 98 of Levi Poland. In third place is the number 93 of Kevin Walker. In fourth place will be the number 7 of Mitch Miller. You'll see the ticker round out your top drivers right there. Okay, let's see if we can't get some drivers down in here for an interview. Let's see if we can get Salvatore for an interview. Let's no, he is not in. Yes, he is.
User left your channel.
Bring it right down.
Joined your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Okay, we're down here on Victory Lane with Brandon Salvatore. Hey, Brandon, congratulations on your victory there, man. You ran a great race. The end of it there, about the last third of it, you had a great lead going on over the second and third and fourth place cars of Poland, Walker, and Mitch Miller there. They were racing hard behind you to keep you from or allowing you to break out to the lead there. But how was the race for you?
It went good. Everything fell into place just like I hoped. This track is so hard to pass on that if you're not out in front, you're gonna have a hell of a time trying to get around the guy.
Brandon, any issues with the restarts?
I'm not used to starting on the green right away, so the first two kind of caught me off guard, but the last one that led into the long green run, I hit it right on the nose and was able to get Gerald on the high side.
Yeah, we saw that great move on the pass on the high side. We saw that a couple times this evening. The setup, how was the setup for you this evening? It didn't seem like it was giving you a hard time at all. You were probably one of the drivers that weren't really smoking their tires so hard. I mean, you had that great lead, so you could run it kind of easy there. But as far as the setup for you went, did you hit it right on tonight?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Brandon, congratulations on your first place here this evening of the Thompson 150. It's a lot of laps, definitely an enduring race. Before we get somebody else over here on the pit road interviews, anybody you'd like to thank? Anything you'd like to say, Brandon?
I definitely have to say hi to my brother who's watching. He's in the Air Force and he's currently in Texas right now.
Oh, well, that's awesome, man. Definitely a shout out to him. Thanks for his service and all that he's doing, man. Allows guys like you and I to sit here and do this iRacing deal. That's great, man. When you see him, definitely thank him for me, will you?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Congratulations once again. That was Brandon Salvatore, your race winner here at the Thompson 150.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Okay, the host for this evening of the Thompson 150 was Mitch Miller there, running really hard up front there. Ended up chasing the second and fourth place spots there, finishing fourth place. Mitch, man, congratulations on the finish. You were racing really hard there. It seemed like right there towards the end, you just kind of pulled over and let Walker go by you there. Just wore up the tires, or what was going on?
Yeah, well, car was getting real loose and then just kind of pounded the wall for turn 4.
Okay, yeah, so you were able to hold on to it there without too much damage. Continue on there. You were running one heck of a race there. Anything that you would have done differently earlier on?
Yeah, just keep it out of the wall. That's about it. It was a lot of fun. It just kind of got a little bit impatient, put it in the wall.
Yeah, you guys put on one heck of a show here. You got some great sponsors with Outdoor Partners, RTV, and TH Designs. Anything you'd like to say about them?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank them for coming along with the race. It ended up real well.
Yeah, it's definitely, we were talking a little bit about the iRacing community and how guys just on the racers step up. It's fun to get in these cars and race the sim, but at the same time, it's, you have a charity event or something happens. You see a lot of guys get out and race, and for events like this, it's great to see something different. You know, we see a lot of the nationwide cars, the sprint cars and stuff like that. To see the Tour Modifieds running around here at Thompson, it was awesome. You guys put on a great show, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Hope to see you again there, Mitch. Again, congratulations on your 4th place finish. And that was the Thompson 150. We'll see if we can't get anybody else down here for an interview. Hold on 1 second.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Okay, I'm going to have Kevin Walker here in just 1 second. Kevin Walker was running great for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place spot, along with Mitch Miller and Levi Poland there. Hey, Kevin, man, congratulations. Couldn't quite make that pass for 2nd, but it looks like you were balls out in trying to do that.
Yeah, the car was getting a little too loose for me. Started off tight, but while the race was continuing on, car got too loose for me, so I couldn't get by him.
Oh, but man, you were sure. It looked like you were doing just about everything you can. Is there something different that you might have done earlier on in the race to allow that pass later on?
I should probably adjusted up my car more earlier on in the pits, but I was just putting on 4 fresh tires and going back out there.
Yeah, Levi Poland just ran a great race there. He was involved in that first caution and everything. You know, you ran a great race. You were running hard with Mitch Miller there. Mitch kind of used up his car, hit that wall. You got the pass on him. Couldn't quite complete it on Levi Poland, but I think it's a pretty successful night. Anything you'd like to shout out to, any sponsors or anybody you'd like to say thank you to?
I'd just like to thank Wide Open Racing, and congrats to Brendan for winning. And like to say hello to friends and family that are probably watching the race.
Okay, Kevin, once again, congratulations on your 3rd place finish there. That was Kevin Walker in number 93 here. He just was racing really hard for that last 10 laps trying to get the pass on the 98. Couldn't quite get it done. He said the car was kind of a little messed up on him and stuff there. One more guy I think I'd like to interview here and see if we can grab him.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
All right, we got Gary Holbrook over here for...
User was moved to
Yeah, Gary Holbrook over here. He was part of the sponsorship, ran the car around there this evening. Gary Holbrook, George Burns here. Hey, man, congratulations on the race. Really was trying to wheel that 71 around there. Didn't quite work out for you probably as you'd hoped to. But, you know, the partnership here with Outdoor Partners and helping sponsor this, that's a great thing, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Basically, my setup was off right from the start, and my game plan coming in was to run the first half of the race and kind of just stay on the lead lap. And as things just didn't work out the way I wanted to them, car was a little tight for me, and but it was a lot of good racing out there.
Yeah, it was an awesome show for 150 laps here at the Thompson International Raceway. I don't have a lot of experience at Thompson. I don't have a lot of experience in Tour Modifieds, but you guys got my juices flowing to try one of these cars out.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun, a lot of power. Coming off the turns, they're a handful. Easy to light up the rear tires and stuff. And as far as Outdoor Partners goes, they were happy to help this event out, and it looks pretty nice on my car too. So.
Yeah, once again, man, congratulations. Definitely thank you for helping get this on the air, and to all the great racing, man. We hope to see you out there again. Anybody else to say thank you to, Gary, before we get out of here?
User was moved out.
Okay, that was Gary Holbrook for Outdoor Partners right there, and so you can check them out at www.oplms.com. That's outdoorpartnerslms.com. You can go check them out. They have a great website right there. Also helping sponsor this race was rtelevision.net for all your broadcast needs there. We're hoping to get Robbie Johnston, the regular producer, that can do this a lot smoother than I can, back up and running real soon there. So if you need a race broadcast, hey, come on over, contact us. Contact George Burns with the number 2, George Burns 2, on iRacing, send me a PM. We'll hook you up. We'll deal within anybody's budget to get you on the air with a race there. Hopefully a little bit better production staff than I do. And, we'll send all that money right over to Robbie. We're definitely not going to put any of it in our pockets or anything. And also, hey, check out Tom Hutchins there at thdesigns.webs. That's webs.com. Tom Hutchins does a great job painting up and everything. Paints are just $10. He'll paint your car up. Logos, suits, and helmets are just $5 right there, man. You can go ahead and submit for a custom paint job. He'll work with you and give you a great thing. Hey, for any of the drivers that enter this race this evening, Tom was willing to do the paint and the logo. The paint and the logo for $10, so it's like getting a free logo. So there you go. He stepped up and helped out here. Also, the race winner, Brendan Salvatore, an iRacing gift certificate for $10, $5 from TH Designs and a paint. Second place of Levi Poland got a paint from Tom Hutchins there, and the third place of Kevin Walker collected a paint also. So from the 5/8 mile oval here at the Thompson International Raceway in Thompson, Connecticut, this is George Burns for our television saying check us out again. Hey, next Wednesday, the 26th, we'll be right back here. Travis Lockup's going to be your producer. We're going to have iRace Sims at, I believe it's 9 p.m. Eastern Time on October 26th, the iRace Sims Truck Series at Chicagoland. Come check us out, man, for all the action. It should be a great evening. Once again, folks, on behalf of RTV, the Thompson 150 Outdoor